Hello and welcome back to the Hustling Runner. Today I'm going to talk about my experience running the Ljubljana Marathon. I ran the Ljubljana Marathon last year. It was my first experience running in cold weather, and I ended up doing a PR despite not being in the best of forms. And I had a very good experience, so I might be a little biased with my love towards that marathon. But I'll try to be fair as possible and give you factual information about the race, about the marathon itself, so that if you are planning to run that race next time, you can have some sort of an information based on what I experienced. Okay, so in this video we are going to talk about the race profile, how the race looked like, the elevation, the starting and the finishing points, where you can stay so that it's very convenient for you to reach the race, as well as easy for you to get back to your hotel after you finish the race, because after 42 kilometers walking even a kilometer becomes too stressful. So I'm going to show you some of the hotels around, and I'll show you where I stayed personally, how I accessed the start and finish of the race. Talking about the race itself, right? The race was quite flat, quite reasonably flat. Actually, it's not as flat as the Berlin Marathon, which if I show you the comparison in between the two of them, the Berlin Marathon, it starts off at a higher point and finishes at a lower point. So there's a net elevation loss in the Berlin Marathon, while in the Ljubljana Marathon, the elevation is almost around the same level. There are a few hilly parts, not too steep, not too difficult. I didn't feel it was too difficult, but there are some parts which felt like a little difficult towards the end. But more or less it was very reasonably flat, and I don't think it can be termed as a hilly marathon. It's more or less a flat marathon. Now you start off at near Hotel Kubo, near Kongresny Park. That's around Slovenska Cesta. Slovenska Cesta, I don't know how you pronounce that, but that's where you start, and the course follows around towards the outskirts of the city, and it goes covers a whole loop and comes back to where it starts. So if you look at where you can stay during the marathon, you can probably stay at Hotel Kubo. That's actually a very good hotel. There's a #1 ranked hotel on booking.com and a few other sites, and it's very highly rated. But you better book the hotel in advance, because if you put it off too late, you might not get a spot in the hotel. And the good thing about the hotel is it's right in front of where the race begins and where the race ends. So you just have to jump out of your hotel room and you reach where the race starts and finishes. So that's the first place which probably you would want to stay. Now, apart from that, there are also other hotels around. There are plenty of hotels around that place. You can as well head on to the Ljubljana Marathon website. You can Google it or just follow the link which I'll paste in the bottom of this video. You can head to the website and you can look at the partner hotels. You can browse through the link that I've given. You can go to the place where there is the partner accommodations are mentioned, and then you can go on and book one of those hotels. The advantage of having those hotels is that they allow a late checkout on the day of the marathon. So let's say you finish the marathon by 1 o'clock. Let's say, I'm just saying, you finish the marathon by 1 o'clock. You would be tired, you want to freshen up, and then maybe check out if you're leaving the hotel that day, or if you're leaving Ljubljana that day, the same day. But most of the other hotels, they don't allow, or at least they denied me that when I tried to discuss with them about checking out a little late because I'm participating in the marathon. Many of them said no, we can't allow that. So I mean, one advantage is that if you're checking out the same day, you can just book through their partner hotels, and they will let you check out by 4 p.m. So that's advantageous. So I did exactly that. I stayed at Grand Union, Eurostar's Grand Union Hotel, and they were pretty nice. The people were very nice. The room was very spacious. That was a good thing for me because I could stretch. I could do my warm-ups and other yoga and everything there in the hotel room itself. And It is just about I think 700 or 800 meters away from the Kongresny Park where it starts, and there are shortcuts. It's very well located, close to all the nice attractions, the tourist attractions. You can see the Dragon of Ljubljana close to where you stay. You would actually cross it when you're running the marathon itself. It's close to the castle. It's close to all the good places to eat along the river. So that's a good hotel to stay in if you want to stay somewhere in one of the partner hotels. Apart from that, there are a couple of other partner hotels where you can stay, which will be equally convenient, and it's not so far from where it starts and ends. The crowd support was brilliant from the beginning till the end. The entire route, along the entire route, the people were very enthusiastic. There were a lot of live bands supporting and cheering on, so which sort of kept the momentum going for the runners throughout the marathon. In the race, there are a few particular points that you can probably note in the race. The race initially starts off straight. It goes to around 4.5 or 5 kilometers, I think, straight, and then takes a left turn. And somewhere around the 8th or 9th kilometer, it turns again towards a certain point where the course drops a little bit in elevation, and then it climbs back up. You can actually avoid that part, and because that is a road which dips down a little bit, but there is a sidewalk, which, or I don't know whether you call it a service lane, which actually goes reasonably evenly. I mean, uniformly. It doesn't go down in elevation as much, so you can actually take that sidewalk. So you can just take that path, and you can avoid going down the road and climbing back up steep. So that is one thing. Secondly, as you finish the 21st around the half marathon range, you would see that the race divides between the people who are doing only the half marathon and the full marathon. So again, there, don't make the mistake of following the left side of the road, which is where the half marathoners are going to be headed. You have to stick to the right side of the road so that you can separate out to the marathoners' route. And you probably, even if you make a mistake, it's not a big deal, I think, because you can just jump over the line, or there'll be volunteers who will be telling you not to go this way, to go the other way. But in case you miss it out, you can still branch back to the marathon route, but anyway, just to be safe, so that you don't add up a few extra meters to your distance unnecessarily. The exhibition center was around, I think around a kilometer, close to a kilometer away from my hotel. The arrangement was brilliant because I went in there quite early in the morning, actually, around 10 or 11, and I didn't have any problem. There was a queue already, but I didn't have any problem accessing the bib and whatever stuff they were giving out. So the queue went really fast. The volunteers were processing very quickly, very smartly, and I was really impressed with how fast they were able to turn around everything, and I got my bib and everything, and I went out very easily. But I think it was a good exhibition and very conveniently located, unlike some marathons which I find that they locate their exhibition centers far away from where the marathon itself is. So it takes you a lot of time to go there, pick up your bib and stuff, and come back. So here it was very convenient. You just go check into your hotel, pick up your bib, drop it back, and go about your business. And it's right there where the marathon starts and finishes. So, yep, that's a big plus point. In conclusion, I would say that the race profile was very good. It was very flat. The organization was brilliant. They were very efficient, very smartly organized. It's not that big in terms of participation. It could be much bigger, but it's quite late towards October, and I think by then many people would have participated in the more popular races that happen in the end of the year. But still, I would say it's a great race to participate in. In case you're wondering about participating, I think you should go ahead and do it. If you do it earlier, it's a little better because they have price bands for participation. The fee, if you register a little earlier, you might get the price of the registration is a little cheaper. So you can go ahead and do it if you want to participate in this marathon, so to get a cheaper price. So that's it from the video today. I just wanted to share a little bit of my experience running Ljubljana Marathon. I hadn't started recording videos and all back then, so I don't have any content, but going forward I'm going to be posting more of my experiences running marathons or running different routes around the world. So I hope to keep you entertained with or informed with all this information, with all these videos that I keep, videos that I take. So I hope you find this video useful and interesting, and please do like and subscribe if you find it useful. Thank you very much for watching this video again.